Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Rebecca, Becky Bex. I don't mind what you guys call me. In today's video, I'm finally going to be doing a full face of Technic Makeup. I really wanted to try this makeup. I bought this makeup last week and I was just willing to try it and really wanting to film it, but I never got round to doing it. So finally, I'm able to get round to trying this makeup. Just a quick little shocking disclaimer before I do this video. I bought these makeup products last week and 90% of them have become discontinued. I don't know how, I don't know when, they just became, 90% of them became discontinued and I don't know why. I paid full price for them, so that's a bit of a shame, but I'm still going to try them on anyway because I've heard so many people saying that Technic have really stepped up their game, that their formulations and their products are so much better than what they were in the past. And after seeing them online and hearing reviews, I just had to go on Wilko and place my order. So I'm going to try these Technic products on and let you guys know what I think of them. So if you guys are going to enjoy this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn that notification bell so you get notified by all my future videos. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you want to. Link is in the description bar below. So if you guys want to know my thoughts on the Technic makeup and how I created this look, just keep watching. Alright guys, the hair is messily tied back. Let's try on this Technic makeup. Oh my gosh, super excited. Okay, let's start with the eyebrows because I always start with my eyebrows. So I have this little kit to try here. This is the Technic Ultimate Brow Kit and this is an eyebrow kit. So it comes with 3 eyebrow powders, an eyebrow wax, 2 brush applicators and a pair of tweezers. So I'm just going to have a little look inside. So you've got the colours, the tweezers and everything in there. Oh, and it comes with a mirror as well, so really good for travel. So this brow product here, it retails for £1. Wait a minute. £1 on the Wilko website. I swear I paid more than this. Oh no, the brow kit's become discontinued. Oh. Don't you just hate it when you buy a product and then the next minute they discontinue it? Oh, that sucks. But it doesn't matter. I'm sure you can still buy it. And checking on the website, on the internet, you can buy this brow kit like in other places as well. I've seen them eyebrow pencils and that which look really good, but this kit caught my eye. I like the fact it comes with like 2 little brushes, like one for like filling in the front, and then you've got this flat one here. It's kind of cute. I know not many people use these brushes, they just use their own, but I'm going to use it anyway for this video because they're just really cute. I love, ooh. So, right, I think I'm going to do an ombre brow. I think that's the best thing to do. Oh yeah, and I like the little tweezers as well, so you can just pluck around your eyebrows. Don't over pluck your eyebrows, mind you. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this powder right here. So this is like the medium brown. The medium brow powder, and I'm just going to use this brush actually, like I said I would. Okay, so there's not as much powder coming off it, so there's a little bit of fallout there, but not too much, not too much. So quite pigmented. So I've just got my mirror here so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna put the medium powder just in the front of the brow and then go with the darker powder at the edges. Well, that colour itself looks very natural in my eyebrows. I know they look weird, but I need to fill in the edges. So I'm going to now take the darker brow colour, just the darkest one there. I'm going to use a different angle brush because I kind of want to use this one for the lighter one and this one for the darker. So I'm going to just grab the darker powder. Yeah, this one's a lot more powdery. Now the reason why I make this funny V in the middle of my brow is because I saw it on a TikTok hack where they kind of do their brows in the middle and they use concealer to get rid of the line. But personally for me, I find it as a way to help guide to make the middle brows even. Now, just grabbing my I Heart Revolution Heartbreaker Concealer. I'm actually going to use the tiny little brush here. I'm actually going to clean around my eyebrows with this, so. Okay, I've got to say, these powders, they're not the most pigmented powders I've used. Like, I've had to build them up a few times just to get some colour, but they're okay. Like, they're nice for a natural everyday brow. If you want natural eyebrows, then I think you'll like this. But I know that these brushes, you know, jokes aside, you know, they're not for everyone. Not everyone is going to use these brushes. Most people would just use their own. I guess the last thing I can do is just grab the end of this brush here. I'm going to go into the wax here, and I guess I'm just going to set my brows in place. Just gently brushing it in. Yeah, that wax feels really, really nice. Okay, I apologise if you can hear the wind outside. The wind is so strong today. Anyway, now I'm going to move on to the eyes. So I have the eyeshadow palette right here. This one is the Venus Rising Technic palette. When I bought this palette, it was live. I bought this for like £4 or £5, and that's become discontinued as well. So, it's amazing when you buy these things. So these are the colours here. So you've got like some warm orangey colours here. Then you've got some brown there, a peachy colour, some pinks. So this is a very warm coloured palette. Okay, I've already primed my lids with a bit of concealer. Don't know what look I want to do today, so I'm just going to play around. I'm gravitating more like these orangey colours here. Okay, so I'm going to start with this colour here. This is like a really nice, maybe like a Satsuma actually. Yeah, like Satsuma orange colour. Looks really, really nice. Oh, it's making me quite thirsty thinking that. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with a Studio eyeshadow brush. It's just a nice packing on brush. I'm going to grab that colour there. And, oh, yeah, it's very powdery. Got my mirror. Just going to start applying this in the crease. Well, that's very pigmented at first glance. Okay, I'm now going to take the orange colour. So this is a proper orange colour. I'm going to grab another Superdrug brush. So this one's it's like a packing on brush, like a dense packing on brush, but this one's a little bit more fluffier, just by a little bit. So I'm going to grab the orange colour, and I want to apply this just slightly where we applied that Satsuma orange. So just around the edges here. And now I'm going to go in with that nice yellow, mustardy, yellowy colour. Just going to grab a look good but feel brush. This is a nice fluffy ended brush. So it's like an angle brush but it's fluffy. Just going to grab the colour there. So it's definitely like a mustard colour, definitely like a mustard banana kind of yellow colour. Actually, yeah, this is more mustard to be fair. I'm just going to blend this around, blend these two colours together. Okay, I've just cut one of my lids off camera. I swatched a couple of these shimmers and these feel so amazing. They feel really pigmented. So I'm going to go in with this orangey shimmer colour here. Just going to grab just a flat brush by Give Way Cosmetics. It's just a flat brush here. So I'm just going to grab that. I'm going to grab this colour. My god, yeah, look how seriously pigmented that looks. Whoa. Just going to apply this on the lid here. Ooh. That's stunning. Oh my god. Right, I've just had this crazy idea. It might not work, but I really want to give it a try. So I'm going to grab that light colour, so this one right here. I've just grabbed it on a Superdrug like a liner brush, so it looks quite small. I'm going to grab that colour and I'm going to go around the edges ever so slightly. Hopefully it might be seen, but we'll have to see. Okay, I really like those eyeshadows. I think they performed really well. They blended really nicely. The shimmers are gorgeous. Yeah, this is a little bit different. I've not done an eye look sort of like this. Yeah, I really like it. The eyeshadows are absolutely amazing. They blend really nicely. And Technic have got some other eyeshadows as well, which you can get. Obviously not the same as this one, but they do have some other ones on there. But as far as I've tested, these are really nice. They really stepped up their game with their eyeshadows. Let's add a bit of liner to the situation. So I have here, this is the Technic liquid eyeliner. This is just a black eyeliner, pure black. So we'll just see what the tail looks like. Okay, so it's got a, I think it's a brush. Yeah, it's a brush applicator, so it is a brush. And thank God this is not discontinued. This was £2 on the Wilko website, so I'm just going to test to see how this eyeliner is. So I won't be able to chat because I really have to concentrate on a black liquid eyeliner. So I'm going to be very, very careful I don't screw this eye look up. So I'm going to apply this ever so carefully along the eye. Okay, so for mascara, I've got this one to try. This one's the Technic Skinny Mascara. And this is meant to be a very, very skinny mascara. So you can see it's a very, very skinny wand. It retails for £2 on the Wilko website. And it's meant to define, length and curl lashes. No heavy look or feel, intense black finish. So it doesn't really say a lot about it. Doesn't really smell of anything. This mascara would be great for putting false lashes together, I find, because it's the perfect sort of thinness. But we'll test it out. It might not work 100% well because of the black liner. But we will see. I'm just going to put a couple of coats on. Okay, this mascara I feel like is not doing an awful lot, but I don't think that's the mascara's fault. I think it is the black liquid eyeliner. I think that's what's causing an interference with the lashes, so I'm not really going to diss it for that. So what I'm going to do is I've actually got some false lashes to test, so I'm going to use this with the false lashes and use this on my lower lashes just to see if this mascara is good. But I will try this mascara as well another time just to see if it does lengthen and volume. Oh my gosh, I haven't worn falsies in like ages. I've got so many pairs in my drawer and I just so I've chosen this pair right here. This looks absolutely gorgeous. Don't be able to see them because of the reflection, but this is the Technic False Minx 3D lashes. And these are in the style Los Angeles. These look absolutely gorgeous and they come with their own glue as well, so that's pretty cool. These eyelashes also retail for £3.50 on the Wilko website. So I'm gonna trim these and chuck them on and let you guys know if I find the lash band very easy to apply or not. Okay, so I've done my best to apply the falsies. As you guys can see, they are more on the wispy kind of side. They are very wispy kind of lashes, so if you like that sort of light but wispy lashes, then you will like this. Obviously they are dramatic, but they're not dramatic, if that makes sense. But they are really, really pretty. I'm not the best at applying falsies, so I hope these look okay. The lash band was okay. The lash band was fine to put on. It was okay to bend and adjust. The glue is fantastic. The glue is proper sticky. What I find works for me with falsies, if you do the lash band, you leave it for a few minutes, but I tend to put like 3 little dots on my lid as well of the lash glue and put the lashes on top, and I find that trick really works to help my lashes adhesive even more. So the only downfall is like taking them off afterwards is a little bit more painful, but at least then your lashes stay on and they ain't going nowhere. So let's move on to the face. I have this primer right here. This one is the Technic Vitamin C Brightening Primer. So that's what it looks like here. It comes in a nice pump as well. I've got a few items from their vitamin C range. I've got their brightening concealer and their setting powder. When I checked the Wilko website, guess what? It's discontinued as well. I'm really not doing this on purpose. I bought this when it was live and when it was full price. I think I paid like £6 or £7 for this. So I'm really not doing this on purpose. It just became discontinued very quickly, which is such a shame. I hate that when it happens, but oh well. So I'm just gonna pump it out. Ooh, okay. So it's not a liquidy texture, it's quite a creamy texture. Oh, it smells slightly of oranges, but that's to be expected because it's vitamin C. So I'm just going to apply this to my face. Guys, I do apologise if the camera wobbles a little bit because it's so windy outside. It's actually causing my camera stand to wobble even though my windows are closed. So I do apologise if the camera is wobbling just ever so slightly. Let's see, with the primer, it did feel very nice. It does feel very illuminating. It did give a bit of a glow to the skin. Not so much hydration, mind you, but it has made my skin feel really tacky, so it's really nice to apply a foundation on top. So we'll be the judge of it and see how it goes on. But so far, yeah, it smells amazing. Just wish it was a little bit more hydrating, but it is really nice. It's making my skin feel really tacky. Okay, so we're going to move on to foundation. So I've got this one here. This one is the Technic Pro Glow Foundation. So this one right here. Unfortunately, I don't know what the shade name is because when I took the wrapper off, the shade name was on it. So I think this might be the shade Ivory. I'm not entirely sure. It's definitely a light shade. It's one of their lighter shades. Yes, they still bring this on the Technic website and it retails for £4. This might be maybe just a tiny bit too dark for me, but that's okay. We can lighten it up with concealer. It's quite a liquid consistency, so it's very liquidy. So I'm going to apply this on my face. Oh wow, this does feel really liquidy. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to blend this out with a beauty sponge. Just going to see how it looks on my skin. Has a very funny smell to it, but it's not overpowering. Okay, this definitely looks like a very natural coverage. It looks beautiful on my skin. I absolutely love this. Before I zoom in closer, I would like to build this up just to see if we can get any more coverage out of it. Okay, this is definitely more of a natural coverage foundation. This is really, really nice. This gives a really nice natural finish to the skin. I'll bring it closer so you can see. It's definitely more on the natural coverage side. So it's definitely not full. The colour actually matches me perfectly unless it oxidizes, but I hope it doesn't. Yeah, I really like this. It looks really lovely on my skin. Looks so natural. Doesn't look too shiny. I would say this is more like a semi matte finish, so it's not shiny but it's not matte either, so it's sort of in the middle. But see, it's giving that little bit of shine on my forehead. Yeah, I really like it. I think this is really lovely. So moving on, concealer. I have this concealer right here. This one's the Technic Vitamin C Under Eye Brightener Concealer. So this one is meant to be enriched with vitamin C, so it's very brightening under the eyes. And yet again, this is discontinued, sadly, which... But if you can't get hold of this one, they do have another concealer which is great, which is the Highlight Sculpt and Contour Concealer. It's in my collection somewhere. I did a comparison video with that concealer. I'll put it on the eye up here if you want to check that out. But if you can't get hold of this one, then that one is definitely a good alternative. It's a little bit more matte, I would say. It's going to be a lot more matte than this one, but you know, that one still is going, and that one's a great concealer. That one is really good. But yeah, it's one of those ones you just sort of wind up. So we're just gonna wind it up. I think I paid like, what, maybe £6 or £7 for this at the time when it was available. Finally got the product out. Let's put it under my eyes. Ooh. This looks like it's going to be a good colour for me. It's yellow undertone, it's pale. Obviously this isn't going to work for everyone. Doesn't really have a smell to it. I'm going to blend this with my sponge. Okay, that concealer is really impressive. The yellow undertone isn't really going to work with every skin tone. But for me, I really like it. It is brightening. It has given some coverage. Not full coverage, mind you, but it's definitely given some coverage. I can see its potential. It is very brightening. Yeah, creasing ever so slightly. But we'll have to see how that goes with powder, see how it settles. But I think it's very brightening under my eyes, and yeah, I really like the colour. I think it's really, really good. Before I set my face in place, I've got a gel blusher to try. So this one's the Technic Cheek Gel Blusher in the shade Flirt. So that's what the colour looks like there. As you know me, I love my cream products. Very, very sweet, like chemically smell. Yeah. So I'm just gonna apply 3 dots perhaps here. And maybe a cheeky little one on my nose. I'll just do the remains there. Okay, let's see how this looks on my cheeks. Okay, well that is very pink, really, really pink. But it will obviously tone down once you've had a powder on top. So, but I like its luminosity. It is, it's very illuminating. Oh yeah, I didn't give you the price of this, did I? So this one you can still get, and it's £2. Okay, so I'm gonna set my face in place. So this is the Technic Vitamin C Translucent Finishing Powder. And this is obviously translucent. As you guys have gathered, this is discontinued, which is such a shame. I'm just going to take the little sifter off. Oh, nearly. Oh, okay. And yeah, it's got a little like netting in there. You can see the little net. So I'm going to do my under eyes first. Okay, so I'm just going to get a fluffy flat brush, and I'm going to apply this under my eyes, and then grab a brush and really set my face with it. But don't inhale it. Okay, well that powder is lovely. I actually really like the little net sifter in here. I think it's great. You can proper dip the brush in and disperse enough powder on your face. It is a tiny bit messy, but I like that mechanism because you can proper dip the brush in there and proper apply the powder really evenly. You'd have to keep dipping it in and powder keeps flying everywhere. This, I find the powder doesn't fly around as much. So I like the packaging to that. And yeah, great powder. Great powder. Set my face really nicely. It feels so smooth now. Oh my God, it feels so smooth. It feels really smooth. Moving on to bronzer, I've got this bronzer right here. This is the Technic Shimmer Bronzer. I'll put the name here so you can see. That's the shade I've got there. And it retails for £2.50 on the Wilko website. So I'm just going to crack into this. So this is still live, you can still get this. So that's it there. It's got a nice sun print in there. So it looks really dark, so I'm going to use this a little sparingly. I'm going to grab an angle brush like I usually do. This is a Poundland angle brush. Just going to dip in it once, I think. Actually, let's do twice for luck. And we'll see how this colour comes out. Okay, this is a nice shade for me. It says it's meant to be a shimmer bronzer, but I don't really see much shimmer in it. Okay, oh yeah, I can see it now. Yeah, it's quite a subtle shimmer. Right, okay, that bronzer's particularly not my favourite. I personally feel it's making my skin look a bit muddy. I don't know. It looks a bit patchy there. Not particularly my favourite, to be honest. Sorry. Now, I've got to buy a highlighter, which I couldn't believe that because I thought I put one in there, but it turns out I haven't. So what I'm going to do is grab a little brush, this Real Techniques brush. I'm going to grab, this colour right here, which is stunning. Like, it is so creamy and so buttery. Like, oh my God, so beautiful. I'm just going to grab it, yeah, like I said, on this brush. I am going to, it might be a little dark for me, but this is all I've got to work with at the moment. So we're just going to grab that. And I'm going to apply this as my highlighter. In matter of fact, I've actually got a setting spray to try. I'm actually going to use this to dampen my brush. because why not? This one is the Magic Mist Illuminating Setting Spray. You can see it's really, really pretty and very illuminating. So I'm just going to spritz my brush first. Oh. Give that a spritz. Oh, that's a lot better. There we go. Okay guys, let's finish off the eyes. So I'm going to grab that shade now I use as a highlighter. It's a little bit too dark for me as a highlighter, but I've just been able to make it work because you can see the casts on the side. But I'm going to grab that brush again. I'm going to apply this underneath as a brow bone highlighter. Well, I'm going to add this in the inner corners as well. Okay, so now for underneath my lower lash line, I'm going to go in with that darkest orange colour, the one I used, that first colour. I'm going to run that underneath my lower lash line. Then applying the orange colour. And then finishing it off with that mustard yellow colour, the banana yellow colour. Okay, and last but not least is for lips. Well, actually I should say second to last. So I have the Technic Liquid Lipstick Nude Edition, and this one's a matte finish and it's in the shade Hellraiser. So that's what the colour looks like there. It looks like a really nice pinky red colour. Let's smell this. Ooh, oh, it's got a very nice sweetie smell. Okay, so let's apply this on. Okay, really beautiful liquid lipstick. It is definitely drying down. It's a nice colour actually. I was expecting it to be darker, but it actually comes out more lighter. It's a really nice colour. It's actually kind of nice with the eyes. I can just about get away with it. It would really go nice with the gloss actually. Okay, now the last item, the last but not least, the setting spray. So this is the Technic Magic Mist Illuminating Setting Spray. This is what I showed earlier. So give it a shake. And as you can see, it's super illuminating, very, very dewy. So let's just set the face in place, shall we? Okay, with that setting spray, it had a really nice mist, but it has a lot of gold particles in it. So I know loads of people aren't really gonna like that, but I think it's really pretty. I think it's really pretty, like especially if you're wearing like a golden highlighter, then, and if you're wearing like a very overly shimmery bronzer, then I think you'll really like it. If you're going for that sort of golden dewy sort of look, then I think you'll like it. But if it's not for you, then yeah, I don't think this setting spray will be for you. But it set my face really nicely and it's got a really nice spray on it. But yeah, it's just, I've got gold particles all over my t-shirt and pretty much in my hair, pretty much everywhere. So yeah, so just be warned of that. If that's not your kind of thing, then you might want to stay away from that. It's also added a few golden sparkles to my lips as well. That's how really sparkly this setting spray is. I'm just going to add a gloss to this lips now, just to see if a gloss goes nice on top of it. This is by MUA, it's the Sugared Tinted Lip Gloss. So just going to add that on top. Ta-da! Look at that, guys. That works beautifully with a gloss. Well, a clear one would work as well, but that works superb with that. Okay guys, so this is the completed finished look. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you get notified by all my future videos. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you want to. Link is in the description bar below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye bye guys. Take care.